Good morning, students. Welcome to MachelBuddy.com. Hope you are all fine. Stay home, stay safe. This is Mrs. Arunjyoti, School Assistant Social Studies from ZPHS Ramantapur, Machel District. But when we look at societies or regions that have provided equality to women and provide equal opportunity for them, the sex ratio are different. The regions that have unequal gender relations that favor the male discriminate against the female ends towards unequal sex ratio. Now the table given here shows that Kerala has the maximum sex ratio, that is 1040 females per every 1000 men. So it is noted that in certain parts like India, Kerala have a positive sex ratio. And then Telangana, we see it is 988. But when we see the sex ratio in Haryana and Punjab, they are very less. 870 in Haryana and 880 in Punjab against 1000 men. Look at the map of India. We see that the positive ratio, which is in Kerala, is marked darkest green. That shows the highest female ratio in our country. The other states like Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and northeast states, which is marked dark color, dark green, shows that there are 990 to 1000 female ratio. But the light green, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Bihar and other states shows that there are 900 to 950 female ratio against 1000 men. While some other regions like Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana, which is in the different green color, have least female ratio because they are extremely biased against women. But medical research shows that given similar conditions, that is, if girl child is also treated well along with the boy, giving good nutrition, good care and health and all the facilities, the girl children survive much better than boys. Hence, if there was no discrimination, the number of girls should be higher as much as boys. But why is this number low? From the census survey, we get another indicator in India's sex ratio at birth is estimated to be 105 boys for 100 girls. Why is this ratio so low? It is because the female babies die than male babies at the age of 0 to 5 who survive much lesser than boys. Now, why is this discrimination? Why do girl babies die before the boys or before they are even born? It is seen that due to sex determination. Sex determination is knowing the sex of a baby in the mother's womb. So when a pregnant woman goes for a scan, the doctor can see the sex of the baby, whether it is a female or a male, and this discrimination, when it is discussed with the parent, it is only to show how the fetus has to be taken care of. But this sex determination had become disadvantageous for the female fetus. When the parents come to know that the fetus is female, they tend to abort the child illegally. Since this was becoming more, infanticides or female infanticide is becoming more, sex determination is a crime in India now. So the government has declared that sex determination is a crime. We see even in the well advanced metro cities and well educated families, families who have very high professionals, we still see such kind of families prefer male child than the female. So if the mother is giving birth for the first time, male child is more welcomed than the female. So when they come to know due to sex determination that the fetus is female, they kill the fetus and abort the child. And this is one of the worst manifestations of this pro-male bias, is relatively higher mortality rates of girls compared to boys. Due to the preference for male children, parents may decide to abort the female child before birth. They abort the child illegally. Despite being a crime, sex determination still continues, and in many of the metropolitan cities, we find that this illegal act still continues. And for which, to encourage the birth of the girl child and to increase the female ratio, government has also made a program called Beti Padhao Beti Bachao to help the female get equality and remove discrimination. Women education has been a powerful force in reducing discrimination against women. Many successful stories we can see about women who have made an incredible mark in their own professions. This is definitive evidence that the women literacy and schooling reduces child mortality and work against the relative neglect of health of girls. In this decade, we observe that many of the parents in the villages changed their notion and started sending them even to cities and towns and encouraging in getting higher education. They are getting good jobs and discharging their duties well. We see successful women, some examples as Sumitra Mahajan, who was popularly known as Thai, won Lok Sabha elections for 8 times. Our own Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu, and the Iron Lady of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, we see that these women participated in politics and have made a mark for themselves and helped in the progress of the country. If a mother is educated, she may not neglect her female baby. An educated mother can take care of both male and female in a better way. If everyone understands this spirit in a right way, it will be helpful to the society. So let's convert gender inequality to gender equality.